Impossible to not parrot people for some reason. Walked into a store one time. Greeter guy, all he's got to do, hi. That's all he had to do. Hello, welcome to Walmart. Comes at me with, hello. What does parrot brain do? Hello. That's how we greet here. I thought, and I copied him pretty good. He's like, fantastic, where you from? Seattle. Yes. You don't talk like you're from Seattle. No, I don't. He's confused, I'm confused. He's like, what? I'm like, what? What's going on? I didn't know how to stop. I was so embarrassed, and I eventually was like, I talk like this. This is how I talk. I don't know why I was doing that. To be fair, you started it first. You're the weird one. Your fault. I think the only thing that bothered me during, well, that's not true, but one of the things that got me the most during the whole pandemic was that nobody told me that arrows were going to show up at the grocery store. Just out of nowhere, floor rules, just right there, and nobody followed them. Did you notice that? Just the arrow, and you're like, well, there's rules on the floor now. Nobody told me this would happen. And nobody followed the floor rules. That bothered me the most. It was like, you don't care about the arrow on the floor? And sometimes you didn't want to follow the rules because you'd be like, I just want that peanut butter that's right there. I could touch it right there, I could reach it, and they're like, don't do that, don't do that. If you want the peanut butter that's right there, go all the way down to the end and come on right back, 2 feet from where you were. Obviously, don't go like this. If you went like this, what would happen, right? COVID would be like, I got you. No. It would, no. There's no way it wouldn't. I know how that virus goes, and it follows the arrows. Did you? Wait a second. Did you ever go down the aisle and then somebody wasn't following the arrow and you were? You get that awkward tension between the two people. Hello. Just you and them staring at each other, like right at the start, and it was just, what do you do? It turned into the Wild West, just felt all weird, just like, woo, 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 looking at them looking at you. It was even more Wild West because we all had bandanas on. Nobody wore this mask at that point, y'all just wore bandanas. There's a bunch of cowboys looking at each other going, they're 6 feet enough for the both of us. And who gets the aisle, right? It's whoever's quickest on the draw. You had to be quick. You had to be able to be like, the fastest. Oh, very good. You get the aisle in. That'd be true if I had the courage to actually cough in public. Remember how stupid? That feels so stupid now. Anytime you go, I swallowed weird. Swallowed weird. Nothing wrong with me. It's the guy who just doesn't know how to swallow, right? Epiglottis. Who knows? I don't know. I had anxiety during that whole thing. Anybody go through that? Of course, we all did. Had a little bit of anxiety. Yeah, one clap. Yeah, woo! That's how it. Anybody buy a weighted blanket? You got one and returned it? That makes sense. It was too heavy. Yeah, that's what they don't tell. They try to give you advice, and they say it's 10% of your body weight, is what I read. And so I started off light. I thought, 15, let's go 15. And I got it, and I went, too light. No way. Need a heavier blanket. Need something that says, you're safe, Steve. I got you, buddy. And so I went up. I didn't go to 25, I went 35. Let's go crazy. Let's go all the way to the other end. And I didn't realize, like, weighted blankets are for people who are not lazy. I'm unfortunately very lazy, and now I have to have the courage to wake up in the morning and immediately lift weights. It's not me. Not me. I'm like, I'm staying in bed till noon. No. Not today. Not today. I'm not even out there returning it. That's great. Impressed. That shows progress, doesn't it? That had to feel good and weird at the same time. I'm returning this. I've conquered this. And this weighs too much to mail. This is a stupid thing to be mailing. Weight is weird. So I did a little study during I did Khan Academy. Anybody else? I figured everybody else is homeschooled, why not me? And started learning about physics. I want to learn physics. That's a weird thing to learn, but I was learning about gravity and doing these little equations, and you point an arrow down and you go 9.8 meters per second, and then a force that pushes back up so that stuff doesn't keep falling towards the center of the earth. I was like, what's that called? And they go, normal force. That's just so that stuff doesn't fall to the center of the earth, like Earth. I thought that was weird, but normal force. But that wasn't the one I wanted to learn about. I wanted to learn about this force because I'm 5'9", which isn't short, but it's not tall. Let's be honest. If you're 5'9", you're always kind of going, I'm gonna hit my growth spurt pretty soon. And it's coming up. And the other thing that happens to you is that you get picked up, not in a romantic way. People try to lift your body. Have you ever had that happen? When you're not a big person, people are like, I bet I could pick you up. And you go, and what do? You go, oh, don't do that. I don't want to be picked up. That's why I studied physics. I want to learn what that force is. Because how can you, out of nowhere, suddenly be like, I'm heavy, and you are. Have you ever tried to pick up a person who squunches? They're like, whoa, this one's dense. He's a lot more dense than I thought. That's crazy. You are hard to lift. You're made of some kind of crazy earth metal. I don't know what that force is. Physics didn't explain it. I needed to learn it, but I didn't get it. I don't know. It was a weird time. We all did weird stuff. I went and saw because the weighted blanket thing helped, but not enough. I went and saw my friend who's like a naturopath, you know. She does all the earthy healing, you know, and she does essential oils. And I was like, oh, that's like, yeah. I was using canola before. I was an idiot. I had no idea. Lavender, of course. But she does massage, and that's nice. She's a massage therapist. She does this thing with the oils. When she's doing the massage, she'll put the oils on her hands and reach down near my face and go, smell my hands. Like it's not a weird thing to say at all. She'll say it without even laughing. She'll just sniff my hands, smell them, smell my hand, and I'm like, oh, that's good. What did you do? I don't know why you did. Those are great hands. I love it. Feels uncomfortable, but thanks for. She's a massage therapist. I wish she was a masseuse. That sounds weird, but the thing is masseuse is a more fun word to say. Right? It's got U's and S's like Dr. Seuss would want it, and maybe she would get her doctorate, and she would be Dr. Masseuse. And I would go into her office, and she'd be like, could you get up on this table? Try it if you are able. Relaxation for you is key, but first, you must undress for me. Kind of the weird part of the massage, right? They say that to you like it's no big deal. They just go, hey, just get undressed, and then they leave. And here's what you do. Here's what I do. I get undressed super fast, because I don't want to be halfway done. She comes back in and she's like, you ready? Nope, not yet. Still putting on. I'm taking off the other way. But that's what most of us do. You get undressed super fast, but then they're gone for too long, and you start doubting what you heard. You're sitting in there naked, just going, did they say get undressed? Did they say? I thought they said get undressed. Why am I naked? Why did I get naked? I misheard them. I'm an idiot. They're gonna think I'm a perv. What's going on? I can't believe this. And she comes back in and she's like, oh my gosh, the hole is for your face. Well, you should have said. I had no idea. That's not what was explained. It was a weird game. Why is it looks like a toilet? It's not a toilet. I was expecting to use that. An embarrassing situation. Dr. Masseuse? She said, no, I'm a therapist. Good, I need that too. They don't even tell you anything. They don't prepare you for anything. They try to. They go, what pressure level do you like? Oh, 15 PSI, I guess. Pressure level? I have no idea. I said to her, medium. Touch me medium, please. That's how I like salsa, maybe it's how I like massages. They start touching me medium, and I'm like, mild, touch me mild. You serve a very spicy medium. A little less picante, please. Whole massage long, I'm like, a little softer, a little milder, like a ketchup on the scale, you know? Serve me the tomato sauce. The whole massage, I'm battling being ticklish, which is a common thing that we're ticklish, but I feel like I'm too old to say, that tickles. It's not something that you just volunteer to strangers. I'm gonna tell this stranger I'm ticklish. It just feels weird. It feels like smell my hands. So I don't feel comfortable saying it. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep it to myself. And she's like, you're shivery and weird. I don't know what to do. Gripping at the table, biting into the toilet lid, trying to not giggle. Like, are you gonna be okay? Toes are going like this. What are you doing, toes? Getting rid of tickles. You look stupid. It's not working. And I eventually couldn't handle it. I was like, quit touching me. That's what you paid me to do. Yeah, don't do that. Don't stop it. Just rub all around my body while you and me listen to Enya together. Right? That Enya song just. They did this song last night. They did not, but they had an EDM concert here last night. We were hearing a tutu, it was fantastic. I don't know the lyrics to the Enya song, but I did that joke at a small liberal arts college in the middle of nowhere, and they did. I knew those lyrics. This one kid was like, yeah, I'll sing them for you. I was like, please, help me out. And he comes right up to the stage, no hesitation, to the mic. Who can say where the road goes, whether it knows? I was like, that's it, how do you know that? And he was like, my mom is a massage therapist. Of course you know that song. Music's crazy, right? It's part of every aspect of your life. We use it to bring us out on stage. We use it for the massages. We use it everything to relax. We use it to have babies. And like, I said that right, have, because my friends were putting together a playlist for while they were having their baby. Not making, having. Like, it was a road trip, and I wasn't familiar with that. Like, what music do you listen to while you're having a baby? Is it like Baby Einstein? Like, oh, here it is, it's smart, it's gonna be smart, because it was listening to Mozart right when it was born. Or is it like your workout playlist? Because like having a baby is like, I've heard it's a workout. And so you got that workout playlist going, just like, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Skip that song, skip that song. They come out slippery. You don't want that, you don't want that. And I realized something, I was like, guys, don't make a playlist for this. This is just, don't hire a DJ, obviously. Right? Hire a DJ. You show up in the birthing suite and there's DJ Doula in the corner. Getting you all pumped up. Who's ready to have a baby today? Throw your legs in the air. It's perfect. They're working on scratching records. You're working on breathing. They're
Yeah, that's Lavage. That's perfect. Oh, we got another contraction. I want to hear you scream. It's like those EDM songs when you don't know when the bass is gonna drop. You don't know when the baby's gonna be born. Just Bill. It's just that. Here we go. Oh, baby, in 3, 2, 1. Oh, no, baby, DJ. Baby, 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 oh, baby, 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 no. Here we go, baby, in 3, 2, 1. Oh, Doc, what's wrong? He's like, the baby's breech. DJ, turn around. Every now and then you try to go feet first, but it's a head for situation, so turn around, bright eyes. Right? Baby, to turn around because it knows that song. Baby's born, baby, 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 baby. I don't know why, but most of DJ Doula's songs, they're from Salt and Pepper. You can't tell me, push it. Wasn't planned for DJ Doula. Exactly what I was saying. I like music. I love music. I was a music kid in elementary school. I played in the elementary school band. Did anybody else do that? Yeah. It was fun. We played. Why are you here? Literally, you're in every spot. You can't see it, but it's a little fly. I'm practically touching him. There he goes. What a bold fly. What are you like? I'm not gonna move until you kick me out of here. Yeah, I love playing in the elementary school band, and I think the weird thing is how you realize how much you love it. I remember being a kid playing this song, alto saxophone, 5th grade, going do 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 and I remember being like, this song slaps. So, and I learned later, I did some research, it's called Pennsylvania 6 5000. That's, did anybody know that song? Did you guys know that song? I feel like it was written in the 30s or 40s or something, that was that long ago that they were just like, let's get it, where just high numbers seemed really exciting to them. We're like, let's call it Pennsylvania 6. And they're like, that seems pretty good. That's pretty high. And then they're like, 5,000. What? No way! That'll be amazing. So we played that as kids. I just wanted to explore that with you guys. Let's see how many people wanted to go on that journey. Not that many. Not that many, to be honest. To be honest. It's weird that I do this as a job, because as a kid I was shy. I think most of us were kind of shy kids. Some kids are outgoing, but not me. A little bit shy. And my parents tried to help me with that. They were like, we gotta get him out of his shell. And so they gave me these tapes to listen to at night, like subliminal messages. And it was like ocean sounds, just like, whoosh. You're a good kid. Believe in yourself. And don't wet the bed. Like, it wasn't a problem before all these ocean sounds. But then I built my self-confidence in this very unanticipated way. They warned me about kidnapping. Oh yeah, right? Parents warned you about kidnapping and you're self-conscious, you just hear, somebody wants me? I love kidnapping. They're like, whoa, I don't think you want to be kidnapped. I was like, I think I do. With all the vans and candy, it sounds amazing. I'm into kidnapping. My folks were good folks. They were always super like, I guess my parents were very religious, and they would take us to church on Sundays and stuff like that. They'd take me to visit people in our church in their houses. That was fun when you're a kid, then visiting other people's houses. That's how I learned that hoarders exist. Visiting people in their home. Remember doing that? Hoarders, it's interesting. You visit hoarders' houses and you learn to play some games, like how long can I hold my breath? And what is a chair? Hoarders. You're always so scared. You're gonna like go for what you think is a chair and then realize it's not a chair at all. It's just a stack of flattened cats piled high. Why did you do that? So we usually just stood. My dad sat, though. My dad did find one chair. He was good at the game. And he sat in it. Now I'm awkwardly like, where do I find a chair? And he's like, Steve, don't worry about it. Just come on over here. Sit on my knee. Have a seat on your dad's lap. I was 15. I'm not gonna do that. He's like, don't do it. Come on, you're making it weird for everybody. If you stand there too long, come on. He sits on it all the time at home. It's not weird. No, don't. Shut up. And I was so embarrassed. I was like, this is stupid. I can't believe I'm doing this. I look like an idiot in there. And he could tell I was angry, so he bounced me. Just a little bounce. And I was like, I'm not a baby, Dad. I'm not a baby. He patted me on my back, and I burped, and I felt better. Then a cat that was not yet flat wandered through the rubble, hopped up on my dad's other knee, last seat in the house. Kitty took it and promptly vomited on the knee. It was insane. The cat was like, you guys smell normal. I fixed it. We've been barfed on. And I thought that is weird. And the hoarders did not think that was weird. They said, oh, that happens. No, it doesn't. It's the first time on my dad's lap and a cat's vomited. And so when they said nothing, we decided we would respond with nothing. My dad just thought, oh, I'll just keep talking to him. Share him a little message, which is impossible. He's got cat barf on his knee. He starts in his message, he's like, the message this month is learning to love one another. Excuse me. Learning to love one another. And if we do that, we'll have a good life. And he's suppressing it at this point, and you can hear it in his, I'm fine. But it shifted from to and those are different. You can feel it. You feel that. When you hear other people go, our body goes, why did you make that sound? I have a theory on this. Long time ago, ancestors, they were eating mastodon. It wasn't good mastodon, but they were eating it. And the one guy is eating it, and he's like, this doesn't, I don't think we cooked this all the way. The second guy is like, seems good to me. He ate the whole thing. Third guy, I don't feel good either. When the first guy went, I went, and they're not feeling so good. Well, guess what? It was bad mastodon. The second guy, he died. Yeah, he didn't make it. Not one chance. So the gene for sympathetic gag reflex, yeah, that got passed on. So now anytime anybody goes, we all go, for the tribe! We're all gonna make it. But it's impossible to not gag when someone else is gagging. My dad is gagging and just, and I'm like, Dad, you gotta stop bouncing me. I don't feel good. I don't like the way this is going. Just doing that. Trying to get some fresh air. I don't like it. He stops bouncing me and he starts elbowing me. The elbow move, I know what that means. That means, hey, say the thing that you say at the end, right? At the end of these little visits, you always say, is there anything we can do to help you? At the end, never at the beginning. Because that would be a mistake. If you said something like that at the beginning, you're gonna end up helping them. Right? So that is not what you're there for. You're there to annoy them. So that me said, the 15-year-old with no skill set, I felt so stupid saying it. I was like, is there anything I can do to help you? Do you need any Nintendo codes? Barfed and got out of there. I told Jay I'd end on this joke. This is a weird joke to end on because, I don't know, just because it's, like I said, I didn't plan on this job. I mean, I studied biology. I did the whole medical, pre-med, right? Pre-med, right? Yeah, you guys too, yeah. We'll see you next year. You'll be doing this. Yeah, I thought I'd go to medical school, you know, become a narcissist and stuff. You know? This is very narcissistic, I get it. But anyways, I did work at the hospital for a little while. I did dispatch for our emergency helicopters, and I made friends with all the ER physicians because I wanted to be an ER doctor. And I learned that anytime an ER doctor comes to you with their cell phone giggling, they're gonna show you a picture of someone's x-ray of what they've stuck up their butt. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, look at that. Oh, that's crazy. Why did they do that? And people come into the ER all the time, but they're never honest. They always say something, some excuse. Oh, I slipped in the shower, and that is how my lava lamp got up there. And you know this, medical people. What are you taught to be? You're taught to be frank, matter of fact, they say. You can't be like, goo, why would you do that, right? Because if you do that, you're gonna scare them, and then you're never gonna get it out. You're pulling on that cord. Can't get that out of a scare. Yeah. So, you gotta be like, oh, that happens all the time. That happens. That's why I respected this one guy. He was a 6'4" cowboy, taught to tell the truth, just walked right up to the front and goes, I stuck a couple chestnuts up there. I don't know why. I don't know why I did it. Something wrong with me, huh? I cannot get them out. Please help me. Honesty, right? What a fantastic guy. And I liked that he was honest, and I liked that he chose chestnuts, felt festive for the time of year. I like that there was 2 chestnuts. Because 2 chestnuts is a very different story than 1 chestnut, isn't it? Right? You go to the ER with 1 chestnut that says, I immediately regretted what I've done. But 2 chestnuts. Yeah, that says 1 chestnut was a good time, doesn't it? That's it says you were sitting at home with your 1 chestnut just going boot, scoot, and boogie. Oh, what a great day this is. You should keep going. You bought 5. Why would you stop? Chestnut numero dos. Oh, too far. That is too far. Oh, you better go to the ER. You better tell them the truth, too. Don't tell them no squirrel story. Tell them the truth. That was him the whole time, Mr. Honesty. Just like, okay, all right. Make sure your hands are warm, am I right? Get Mr. Miyagi in here. Do this one, do this one. Whose lava lamp is that? Can I have that? Tucson, you've been fantastic. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Hey, one more time for Steve Soelberg.